So the sun is coming up on Arena Island, and I decided it was time to show off all the improvements that have happened that are going to take place for tomorrow night. So here is what it looks like from up here. You'll see that there are sirens now flashing around the start boxes to make it easy for you to find the start boxes. So at the beginning of the match, those will always be on while we're competing. And the campground has changed a little bit. You can see it's all closed up. We got over here the most dangerous game locker room. Down there we got watchtowers for the security members to stand behind. That's outside of bounds. And two new PvP buildings as well. One there and one there. So there are now 6 buildings in the actual arena. And there's the mine. There's the forest over here. Because you can see that the out of bounds just goes along there and then cuts along just in case people are coming from that angle. So the out of bounds area along here goes actually all the way back and around. So all of that back corner is out of bounds, but it just kind of peels out over that way. So it's mainly like this kind of half of the island, and I'll explain why in a little bit. So as we go to... Whoops. Always be careful on your way down. So first things first is going to be the most dangerous game that's actually going to come last. So the most dangerous game is going to be 4 hunters and everyone else is going to be survivors. And basically, even though there's 2 different positions, it's just the last person standing wins. So it's going to be the entire island except for the campground, and I'll explain how that works later. But the way it's going to work is when everyone starts out, here's the locker room. I'm going to unlock this TC and unlock all of these boxes, each of which has a bow and a whole bunch of arrows inside. So the hunters will be allowed to carry as much equipment as they want. They're allowed to bring in guns, they're allowed to bring in explosives if they want, and they're allowed to... because they donated, they got that position. They're the top donators. And if you are one of the survivors, you're going to be starting down here on the beaches. So the hunters are going to start in each of the 4 lanes up there, and then the survivors are going to start on the beaches with just bows and arrows. So you'll put all of your belongings into those boxes, and then take out a bow and arrow, and that's it. And it's your job to take out everyone else on the island. The entire island is going to be inbounds, including the tower. So if you want to run around and climb the tower and start sniping people, you can do that. But keep in mind you're a huge target up there, because I mean, if someone's down here, even with a bow, you might be able to get a lucky shot off. But if someone's with a gun, they'll be able to get you from here. There is looting in this match, in the most dangerous game. So that's something to keep in mind. The only out of bounds area is where you see the campground. So it says campground ceasefire. This is where I'll be standing and waiting for people to spawn back in. Everyone's going to spawn back in inside this campground. I'll have the door locked and everyone will come back in here. Sorry. The campground is all sealed up right now. There's a little weird construction here because I couldn't seal off this side with the... I couldn't put floors in because of the drop boxes. Anyways, that's all sealed off. And when you die, you'll respawn there and wait for the end of the match. Because the entire island is inbounds except for this little beach here. So you're going to be running around trying to find your way. You're trying to kill everyone else on the island. You can team up if you want. You can create teams, but there can only be one survivor. And the winner is going to be... The name of next month's arena will be named after the winner of the most dangerous game. So the top donators have the advantage, but if you can kill one of those people with guns, you can loot everything off of them and then keep going. You can also get materials off of the trees and stuff like that if you want to. You can start with a rock. Sorry, you can also start with a rock if you want. And get materials off of trees and rocks and then head up to the arena tower and use the workbenches. You can steal stuff off people's bodies and then head up to the workbenches. So there's all that kind of stuff. So that's how the most dangerous game is going to work. Here, for the main arena, there's going to be these 2 start boxes. And see if this works here. So there'll be a siren that goes off when the doors open. And then there's this back line all the way around the backside. So this is for the main event. And then there'll be 2 watchtowers for security to stand in. So one's back there, and one's over here. You can see how that works. So the siren lights stay on to show you where you're going, and then these are the 2 start rooms here. So we got the fish and the horse over here. I'll head back around the other side in a second. So this is out of bounds in this direction, but just there. So you can head around back there, and then that's all inbounds in terms of the arena. That's a watchtower for the security. This is going to be one of the PvP lanes. So it's all doors and 2 roof tiles with an outdoor staircase. All the doors have stairs that go into them, except for this one right here. So you have to jump up here, and then you can get the jump on someone down this way. This forest is all inbounds. So I'm going to try and not cut down any more trees, because this is all inbounds. Over here is the other PvP building, which is for the other 2 lanes, and I'll show what those lanes are in a moment. So this is the other one. So this ladder is part of it. So if you're coming out of that door, you can run up here, climb the ladder, and get up on top here. If you're running around that side, you have this entrance over this way. Coming from this way, you have this way up here, and then there's 3 platforms up here, one up this way, one looking down that way. And so that's pretty much it. So these are the last 2 start boxes here. I forgot to say who they were. And I'll be posting a map of how this works later, but there's the scientist, and there's the chicken. And so that's how it's going to work. So if you are on the island tomorrow night for the arena, we're going to be doing fewer rounds. So there'll be just the rocks round with no other melee rounds, because those will come on Sunday. And then we're going to skip to the bow and arrow rounds, and then the gun rounds, and then explosives as well. Explosives will be the final round. So there is going to be explosives. And then we'll get into the most dangerous game. So I think that's a total of 5 rounds, which will be 6 rounds. Rocks, bows and arrows, pistol ammo, shotgun ammo, rifle ammo, explosives. That's 6. And then the 7th will be the most dangerous game. So again, this is the locker room right here. You'll be able to come in here, grab one of these. If you want to bring a rock as well, that's okay, but that's it. You can wear your clothing. Clothing's fine. So you just come over here by the car. This car's been beached here for the whole way because you can't get it out. Anyway, so that's how this weekend's going to work. And then Sunday is going to be in the basement, the competition that we don't talk about. But other than that, it's all set to go for the full island, which is going to be pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited for this one. In terms of the most dangerous game, when you get out, you are required to respawn in the campground and wait there, because the entire island is active. You can't go get your stuff off of your body. And also, if you take someone out, if you go down, you have to let us know in chat or on Discord. And if you take someone out as well, same thing, let us know, because we don't want people coming back in and out, trying to sneak in and out and that kind of thing. So that's going to be the case. Also, if I do see a sleeping bag that's on the island and not in the campground, I am going to destroy it, because there shouldn't be anywhere to respawn other than on the campground. So yeah, should be an exciting day tomorrow, and on Sunday as well. You can see Clover's message about how it's going to work for the after party on Sunday, which will be after the competition downstairs. So yeah, it's going to be pretty sweet.